Manchester United won, Chelsea won. Really disappointed from that Manchester United's challenge for the top four is over. Really am. Manchester United started quite well in the first half, even with 5 changes to the starting lineup. And to be honest, I don't know. No one knows what Manchester United's best team is. Every player's a much of a muchness. You could argue for or against so many of these players in the first team, and seeing Eric Bailly at the back, who I still think is good, probably one of Manchester United's best defenders, was nice to see. He hasn't played for a while, but ended up getting injured yet again in the second half. We've seen Ander Herrera come back in, which I thought first half that made a massive difference. Herrera, Pogba and Matic in midfield. I think that is probably Manchester United's best midfield, but a lot of the other areas are contentious at Manchester United, and I thought that worked better, while Mata coming back in and playing more central behind and Lukaku causing them a lot of problems first half. I thought he was decent first half, Lukaku, and created that first goal for Manchester United, the first goal of the game for Manchester United, and Mata finished off with assist from Luke Shaw, and was really pleased then. I thought and there were some other chances in the first half. Eric Bailly having a header just wide, and I thought if Manchester United could just get that fucking second goal, that would probably put the game to bed. And I always knew with Manchester United that they were always going to come back and get 2 clean sheets at home all season. Just not good enough at all, and then a horrendous fucking mistake from David Hare. The fuck was he doing? And it's just getting too regular now for Manchester United. And to be honest, we're not a lot to play for. You might as well give Romero the last 2 games. He can't do anything worse than what we're seeing. We've got 2 games on paper that Manchester United could potentially win, but it's not going to happen now. We'd be relying on a miracle for Manchester United. Arsenal and Chelsea would have to fuck their games up, and for Manchester United to get in that top 4 now, I just don't see it happening. I really don't. Even if we beat Huddersfield, we could always go and fuck up against Cardiff. I just don't know. But second half was atrocious, I thought, from Manchester United. Really was. We had 1 chance in that second half, which I actually thought it was going to go in the back of the net. Rojo coming on as a second half substitute, that one where he headed it and Pedro cleared off the line. I was just gutted when that didn't go in. If he hadn't been on the line, that would have been bloody 2-1. And we wouldn't have deserved to win that, because second half we were absolutely abysmal for me. Really poor. Nothing going forward at all. And I just don't know what's happening at Manchester United. I really don't. But I can't even get angry, because it's the same old shit that second half from what I feel like we've seen in recent weeks. And the fact that Chelsea is shit themselves meant that the game fizzled out to be a draw, and I think Chelsea were pretty happy with that in the end, that they've got the draw out of the game, and that keeps them in the 4th position, and they're going to get in that Champions League. It does look like Arsenal can't win have lost their last 3 games and been absolute dog shit themselves. And you just think back to certain games where Manchester United have been absolutely horrendous, in that we've fucked up so badly and we could have potentially got in. But so Arsenal probably feel the same. If they'd won 1 or 2 of their games, they probably think, fucking hell, if we'd won there, we would have got in. But the bottom line is Manchester United don't deserve to be in the Champions League. We haven't been good enough. But what did fuck me off in the second half was when Juan Mata come off, when we were chasing the game, because we needed to get the win in this game. A draw was basically as good as a defeat for me in this game, and we're not pushing forward enough, not creating enough chances, and we bring him off and bring Scott McTominay on when we've got other players. I mean, I know Anthony Martial hasn't been good enough at all, and I've got my doubts whether he'll be at Manchester United next season. I really have, because he didn't even come off the substitutes bench. Alexis Sanchez come on instead, who will probably go himself in the summer. And no Jesse Lingard coming on either, and you bring Scott McTominay on, who's never going to get you back in front in this game. You can't see it happening, and in fact he did almost create the actual winner, but from getting that corner. But Jesus Christ, you can't be looking to bring Scott McTominay on when you have got to go for this game. You've got to throw everything at this game. And the last few minutes, Chelsea looked, after that Rojo miss that Pedro cleared off the line, Chelsea looked like the team that was just about to nick it. They were pumping forward with them 7 minutes of injury time, and looked like the team that was going to win. And it would have been a kick in the nuts if we'd completely lost the game. But to be honest, it wouldn't have made any difference in the end, because Manchester United are not going to be in that top 4 next season. We're going to have to rely on being in that Europa League, which is painful, but we're just going to have to accept it and just hope that our best players, well, I don't know if De Gea and Pogba leave, they leave. I mean, De Gea's been so shit this season. I don't know what to expect from Manchester United next season. It's just the attraction of getting the new players in, which is going to be the massive problem for Manchester United. With, again, no Champions League football. We've had so many seasons recently with no Champions League football, and yet another one. Players are going to be looking at this and thinking, should I really turn to Manchester United now? With the fact that they're getting worse and worse, and this is our worst season since Alex Ferguson left. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it. Do you still think that Manchester United could even get in that top four? I don't, but who knows? Really, this has been a mad season. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again.